Yep. You know this.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the regular fan show on this fine Tuesday before noon. I always want to say afternoon. I don't know why I always say afternoon, but it's before noon.
It's late morning.
It's
Late morning.
yeah, late. It's like it's early noon.
It's brunch time.
It's before noon. It's before noon. But I'm Bruce Chudo.
Before
This
noon.
is Vinny Fredericks, and we're back
Hi.
on this Tuesday, day of days, for another episode of the Regular Fan Show. Vinny, how are we doing today?
Terrific Tuesday. The sun is glaring into my window right now, so my eyes are watering. It's not just because I'm tearing up because I'm so happy to be back with you, Bruce. But I mean, I am happy to be back with you. But we got a great Tuesday set up for us.
And I'm going to preface this by saying it's the same way it was last podcast, but I didn't bring it up. But Vinny can't see me. So if we cut each other
I didn't
off,
realize
that's
we were
why.
telling everyone this.
No, I'm going to let people know because last time I think we cut each other off a couple times. So that's why.
Yeah, going in blind.
But yeah, we're back, and it was a pretty hectic week. It was a pretty hectic weekend. It was pretty hectic past couple days. I mean, even into last week, it's just been a busy, I guess, 7-8 days. Like obviously with last week with Lane Kiffin, and then there's been a lot of things that have been established. A couple brackets that have been made, bracket / groups. Some top contenders for the college football world, and then some other interesting news out of the NFL that we're going to be talking about today. Plus maybe a little game at the end potentially. But I think that we could start out with potentially what could arguably be the biggest news of them all, the biggest tournament of them all. The one that's seen worldwide that will be hosted in America, Canada, and Mexico. It's the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I'm actually wearing my Canadian jersey today.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm an American, and then I'm just gonna end up saying Turkey most of the time, but it's Turkey A. I'm pretty sure Turkey A.
It's really not pronounced turkey.
No, because they even changed the spelling. It's Turkiye with like one of those little 2 dots over the I think, or something like that.
Okay. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, but I'm obviously an average soccer watcher. Vinny, pardon me, not so much, but he still knows. It's one of those. It's like the Olympics, like it's one of those things. You still track what's happening. You still watch some of what's happening. So I think Vinny can still give some intel. Maybe not some like in-depth intel, but we could give some like some intel on like what he knows, what he remembers, what he's seen.
Yeah, I can give some silly goofy stances.
Yeah. So.
I don't know what I don't know what's going on, but
well, get your groups pulled up, and we'll get to going.
All right, I got the groups up here.
I'm just double checking something. It's because it's +8. That's what I thought. Okay, I was just double checking something. So, advancing out of the group stage, it'll be the top 2 teams from each group, and then the next, like the 8 best performing 3rd place teams. So that equals a lot.
There's what, 16 group or 12
There's
groups?
12 groups. 12 groups. So that's
32.
Yeah, 32
teams.
So yeah, it's just double what it usually is.
Quick.
I guess we'll just jump right into the groups. I think what we might do is we might see who we think's making it out of each group, who's winning it and who's getting set. Or we can just rank, I guess, who like the order. Like we can go first, second, third, fourth in each group.
I don't know how good any of these teams are, so I'm going purely based off of how cool I think their flag is.
Okay, well you know of past history of what's happened before. You don't have to just go off how cool their flag is.
I mean, I kind of.
All right. Well,
I feel like I know who's
there's
supposed to be good.
there's still the UEFA playoffs. There's the 4 UEFA playoffs that are still need to happen, and then the 2 Interconfederation playoffs that need to happen in March. So if it gets long-winded, it's because I'm naming all the countries that still haven't qualified yet in each group. But well, yeah, let's run it. Let's run it. We'll hop right in. Group A, Mexico, Korea Republic, South Africa, and then the winner of UEFA Playoff D, which is either Denmark, North Macedonia, Czechia, or the Republic of Ireland. So, me personally, I'm not gonna give any insider intel, and I'm gonna let Vinny go first on all these. Yeah.
Okay. Coming out of Group A victorious, I've got Mexico.
Okay.
I feel like they're supposed to be historically good. See the fact that like it makes it tough not knowing who's going to come out of the playoffs, but I got when you said Denmark was in the UEFA playoffs when you mentioned Denmark that jumped out at me. I feel like they got some talent over there, so I'm gonna take Mexico and Denmark coming out of Group A. Is that all we're doing? Just top 2? Or
Yeah, we can just do top 2. We can just do top 2. I'm gonna take Mexico, and then I'm gonna also take a UEFA team. I'm gonna go with the Republic of Ireland. I think Denmark's got a good shot too. I think Czechia has a good shot. I think that's a fun little group. North Macedonia's been playing well, but yeah, I'm gonna go Mexico and then the Republic of Ireland. I just like watching the Republic of Ireland play. They've been fun.
I picked one the same as you. That's a good start.
Group B, we've got the Great White North. We've got Canada. We've got Switzerland. We've got Qatar, and we've got the UEFA Playoff A, which is Italy, Northern Ireland, Wales, and then Bosnia and Herzegovina.
All right. Of course, I'm going to take Italy. Good old Italia. Can't go wrong there. And I think next I'm going to go with... I guess I'll go with Canada. I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to keep picking the biggest countries, even though that's not necessarily the best path here in picking World Cup winners. But give me Canada and good old Italia.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Italy, and then I'm gonna go Switzerland. Unfortunately, I want to see the Great White North. I want to see Jonathan David win the Golden Boot, but I don't know. I love. You know what? No.
I don't know. I have no idea if Canada is supposed to be good or not.
I just think Switzerland's got a pretty solid squad over there, but I'm gonna go Italy and Switzerland. I want to see Canada make it, but I don't think they will. Unfortunately, they might make it as a best third place team, but I think that's a good group for that. Group C: Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, and Haiti.
Well, you know what? No analysis. Quick answers. Brazil, Scotland.
Alrighty, I'm going Brazil and Morocco.
Damn it! I keep getting one with you, and then I get my second choice wrong.
Group D: the United States of America, the Socceroos of Australia, Paraguay, and either Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, or Kosovo.
Well, of course, we're going USA. And with USA, I'm going to go with the Aussies in Australia.
All right. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to take America too, but I'm going to put them in second. And I think Turkey is going to be the number 1 team out of that group. Personally.
All right. If that's your choice.
Group E, Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, and Curacao.
I'm gonna say first Germany, of course, and you know what? Let's go with Ecuador.
I'm going to agree with you there. Germany and Ecuador.
Yes.
I love I love watching Curacao play. Their first ever World Cup. I love watching Curacao play, but I don't think they're going to be able to compete with Germany or Ecuador. But I hope they do. I think they'll turn some heads in this tournament, but what do I know?
I'm just happy that I finally picked two of the same teams as you. I know what I'm doing.
We got the Dutchmen, we've got Netherlands, we've got Japan, Tunisia, and then either Sweden, Ukraine, Poland, or Albania.
I'm going to take Japan, and I think Sweden wins the playoff and comes out of Group F.
I'm going to take the Netherlands and then Sweden. But I also think the Sweden comes out of that playoff. But it could also be Poland, it could also be Ukraine, it could also be Albania. That's a group of death in its own in the playoff, which kind of sucks because all four of those teams could definitely have a shot to be in. Group G, Belgium, the Islamic Republic of Iran, Egypt, and New Zealand.
True. You know what? This is the first group we've gotten to where no one has jumped out as a clear favorite. Kyle Schwarber and the Philadelphia Phillies are finalizing a 5-year. Don't care. Sorry, I saw breaking news and wanted to check. I guess I'll take Belgium and New Zealand just because I like saying New Zealand. I think it's a funny name for a country.
I'm gonna take Belgium and Egypt. I'm gonna go Belgium and
All right,
Egypt.
got one.
Group H, Espanyol, Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cabo Verde.
Definitely going Spain. And I'm gonna go Saudi Arabia. They're rich over there. They gotta have a way to make a good soccer team.
I'm going with Spain, and then I'm going with the first ever host and winner of the World Cup, Uruguay. Cabo Verde, though, shout out them in their first ever tournament. But I don't see them turning any heads, unfortunately. We've got France, Senegal, Norway, and either Iraq or Iraq. I don't know. Bolivia or Suriname.
I'm gonna go with France and give me the Norwegians of Norway.
See, I'm going to take that too, but I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take Norway as being an upset number 1, and then France at number 2.
I don't care.
I don't
care. That's 2 groups now.
Erling Haaland, Martin Odegaard, Erling Haaland. I think Norway is going to be a threat. I hope Suriname comes out of that group though, because they've I don't know, dude. This little CONCACAF tournament has been fun. And I don't know. The Americas ones, the North American and the South American. Group J, Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan. Before you jump in, could be a Messi-less Argentina. It could be a Messi-less Argentina. He said he is undecided if he will play in the 2026 World Cup, and at worst, he'll be watching.
Messi or no Messi, still taking Argentina, and I'm gonna rock with Michael. I'm gonna go with Jordan.
I'm taking Argentina as well. Lautaro Martinez, Emi Martinez. They've got a squad without Messi, and then I'm gonna go Algeria. I mean, I think Austria is kind of the favorite to get out of that group, but I'm gonna go Algeria. Group K, Portugal, Colombia, Uzbekistan in their first ever, and then either the DR Congo, Jamaica, or New Caledonia.
I'm gonna say Colombia and who's in the playoff? Jamaica.
DR Congo, Jamaica, and New Caledonia.
Give me the DR Congo.
Okay. I'm taking Portugal, and then give me New Caledonia, baby. Give me New Caledonia. They're making it. They're winning it all. I don't care. I'm going to sound like the biggest idiot ever, and I do not care. New Caledonia to the moon. New Caledonia is winning the whole thing. I don't care. I've been riding with them for about 8 months now. I've been riding with the boys from New Caledonia, and they're still hopes that they make it. So I'm riding with them forever. But yeah. I think it'll be Portugal and Colombia. But give me New Caledonia to make it out of the group. Group L, England, Croatia, Panama, and Ghana.
This is a tough group. This is a very tough group to pick. A lot of very talented soccer players here. I'm going to go England and Ghana.
I'm gonna go England and Croatia. And it's funny you mentioned that. This is some good teams.
Croatia too.
Like I think if there's like when it's with 48 teams, you know how there's always like a group of death when there was less teams. I think if there was to be one group of death, personally, I think it would be that group. Like, I think that would be considered the, quote, group of death. Either that or Group I with France, Senegal, Norway. But with that intercontinental playoff, I don't know. I think that would be considered the group of death. I'm trying to look back, see if I missed any team. I don't know. Maybe Group F. I don't know. But I personally think Group L would be considered the group of death because those are all pretty darn snazzy teams they've got going on there.
I'm sure we're going to see 3 from Group L.
Yeah. I think we'll see 3 from Group L. I think we'll see 3 from Group F. Group D, maybe.
Maybe
Group J. Group I, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's weird because there's 12 groups and there's 8 best third place teams. So it's like most third place teams get in. And it's going to come down to, like, goal differential and whatnot. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. But, yeah, the FIFA World Cup is coming up in just about 6 months or so. So, that'll be absolutely fire. That'll be awesome.
6 months?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But, yeah, March, we've got the...
Thought it would be, like, in a couple months or something. Oh, well, I guess it is December. So
yeah.
That wouldn't make sense.
March, we've got... We've got the 2 tournaments, the UEFA playoff and then the Intercontinental playoff. So that'll be fun to watch in March. And then we'll see. We'll have the finalized bracket.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think I did that bad.
Yeah,
I think I picked some good teams.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens once the teams are actually finalized. But yeah, I guess we can move on from that. I know Vinny's not as avid with the old soccer world, so we can move on.
I won. I won some matchup in our fantasy soccer league. I haven't looked at it in about 4 weeks, but I was doing good.
I got the yawns this morning. Now I'm checking FBL. Now I want to see.
I've fallen all the way down to 9th ranked. I'm struggling. Wasn't I as high as like 6 or something?
Yeah, you were up there at one point. Well, you're in a 3-way tie for 7th. 5-way tie for 7th.
Oh well, I've had Moises Caicedo Carozzo in my lineup, and he is suspended, so that does not help.
Yeah.
Anyways,
guys on your bench that Mo Salah hasn't been playing. That's a storyline in and of its own. But will Mo Salah be leaving Liverpool? We'll see. You don't have a bad little squad here though.
I got to make some transfers, but I honestly have not. I have not looked at it in forever.
Yeah, I
Wow,
was saving.
Edwin Diaz is going to the Dodgers. Are you kidding me? Wow. I guess we're already getting baseball news.
Yeah, baseball's already breaking. Uh, we'll work on ourselves, Vinny. Let's work on ourselves. But no, we'll work on. Why do I keep saying work on? We'll move on to something that's also been pretty relevant as of late. Um, the college football playoffs and the Heisman finalists. Which I think the Heisman finalists were kind of obvious, whereas there may have been some controversy that was sparked out of the college football playoff selection show and who got in and who didn't get in.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm
Well,
gonna get. All I'm gonna get is a mm-hmm.
I don't know I don't know where you want to start. I mean, like you said, the Heisman finalists.
I mean, we can start with the
Not
Heisman
really a
finalists. I
surprise.
mean, pretty obvious. Fernando Mendoza, Jeremiah Love, Sayan, and Diego Pavia.
Yeah, I will say I'm not surprised Diego Pavia made it over Ty Simpson. The Alabama offense is well, Alabama's just not been good the last few weeks, so I guess I'm not that surprised. But I mean, Ty Simpson was like talked about as a Heisman favorite with Julian Sayin and Mendoza all year long, and I was a little surprised to see Pavia on there, but at the same time, he definitely deserves it.
Yeah. So I think any of these guys could really win it. I mean, I think it'll go. Like I think it'll go to Mendoza.
Yeah, I
But
think
like
so too.
all of them have a crazy argument. Like Mendoza,
Yeah.
obviously,
Well, I
unbeat.
think I feel like you can. I feel like you can knock out Jeremiah Love just because I know Ashton Genty had to go up against Travis Hunter, but if Ashton Genty didn't win the Heisman, I don't think Jeremiah Love is either.
Yeah, I've been seeing people saying that too. But I mean, Jeremiah Love's been crazy, and that's what I'm saying. Like Jeremiah Love's been nuts. Fernando Mendoza, obviously, on the Hoosiers team, that's the number one in the playoffs. Just beat Ohio State. Just beat Sayan. And people are like, oh, he didn't beat Sayan. It was a missed field goal. Okay, yeah, it was a missed field goal. Guess who won the game? Indiana. So, he,
And you know what? Julian Sane got him in the end zone, and they didn't have to settle for a field goal.
yeah, it's so. I mean, but Sayan
They won.
obviously has records of his own. That he's out here
Yeah.
breaking. So, um, he's obviously got a shout. And then Diego Pavia doing what he's doing at Vanderbilt. Um,
Yeah.
but I think
I
I
mean,
think it'll
Vanderbilt
go
we're
to
talking about.
Mendoza.
Yeah. I will say it'd be really cool to see if Diego Pavia somehow won just
I
because
would love it.
I saw something that was like the 4 Heisman finalists when they were recruits, and Diego Pavia had 0 stars. He wasn't ranked anywhere, not even ranked in his state, just 0 stars. So if he won the Heisman, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I want Diego Pavia to win it. What he's doing at Vanderbilt, Vandy,
Yeah. Does he
the
go to
team
the
that
league
Nick
though? Or
Saban once said is the only team you don't have to worry about in the SEC.
Oh, Pavia's a senior, yeah. So he's what team is going to draft Diego Pavia? I wonder. The New York Jets.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
No, I feel like Diego Pavia is definitely not going first round.
No,
Well,
no.
actually, I guess there are a lot of teams that need quarterbacks, so maybe. Well, who knows?
Actually, let's take a quick gander, shall we?
But
Let's mock.
um, just a point. Yeah, this is my point with the Ashton Genty Jeremiah Love thing. Jeremiah Love has almost 1,400 rushing yards, 18 rushing touchdowns. Genty had 2,600 yards last season and didn't win the Heisman.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, come on. I thought Genty should have won the Heisman from the beginning.
This
But
mock
I,
draft
I
has Mendoza going first overall to the Raiders. And then
or I mean, right now the Giants have the first overall pick, but knowing the Giants, they'll probably turn up the last few weeks and lose that.
I don't know. This is just what this is saying. It's saying first overall is, I don't know. I'm going off what I'm reading on the Athletic, and it has Dante Moore. There's the Browns drafting Dante Moore.
Dante Moore.
I don't know how.
Why would they? Why?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
just
know.
drafted two
I don't know
quarterbacks
what
last year.
research the Athletic's doing, but they just drafted 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah. And they drafted the better quarterback later in the 5th round.
Well, I mean, that's up for interpretation, obviously.
I don't know. Dylan Gabriel never had a 4-touchdown game with the Cleveland Browns.
Dylan Gabriel played 4 games with the Cleveland Browns.
Shador's played, what, 2?
Yeah.
And he's already had a better game?
I mean, it's also defenses you're playing against, situations you put in. Like, you never know. You never know. But I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying they're both rookie quarterbacks that both got drafted by the same team and then both had an opportunity to play, and then I don't know. That situation in Cleveland's wild. But I think but I digress, and I think the Heisman will go to Mendoza. I don't know how it doesn't go to Mendoza, what Kurt Signetti and
Yeah.
the Hoosiers have done.
Like, Mendoza and Sayin are so close. Sayin's got him beat by a couple hundred passing yards, but Mendoza's obviously got the more touchdowns. I don't know. I feel like, wow, here's an insane stat. No 2025 Heisman finalist has over 3,500 passing yards or 40 touchdowns. I say that because the last 4 quarterbacks to win Heisman, Jaden Daniels, 3,850 touchdowns. Caleb Williams, 4,552. Bryce Young, 4,850. Joe Burrow, 5,665. That's just food for thought.
So does it go to Jeremiah Love?
I mean, no, seriously, that now that could be a conversation just because, like, yeah, the Heisman Trophy is typically a quarterback award, but yeah, none of these quarterbacks had record-breaking seasons or anything. They did great. They played smart, led their team to wins, but I don't know, that certainly makes it a little bit more interesting.
I guess we'll have to see what happens at. Actually, I don't remember when is that? Is that this weekend? Or is that after the college football playoffs?
When they announce?
Yeah.
I think it's I want to say it's not after, but I think it's like right before the championship.
That would be a weird time to do it.
Let's see. 2025. Oh no. We'll know within like a week. Last year they announced it 5 days after the finalists got announced.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's pretty quick, but I guess we can move on to the fact that the college football playoff is set to begin on the 19th. 10 days away.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see the first matchups in the first round of the 12-team playoff with some interesting picks. I don't remember what your picks were, but I mean, I got mine. I got mine decent-ish.
I want to say, I know you got Indiana over Ohio State, right?
Yeah, I had Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, Texas Tech. So I had those 4. I had Oregon at 5. Oregon's at 5. I had Ole Miss at 6. Ole Miss is at 6. Texas A&M 7. 8. I had Oklahoma. So my top 8 are right. I thought Bama would drop one with the loss to Georgia, and I also thought Virginia would beat Duke. Yeah. So I had Virginia, then Bama.
Well, yeah, that's what really screwed us up was Virginia not being able to beat a 5-loss Duke team.
Yeah, and then I had North Texas, James Madison. So I thought North Texas was going to beat Tulane, but
Nah, baby. It's John Sumrall.
yeah, the Green Wave are in the playoffs. But yeah,
John
so
Sumrall has more playoff appearances than Lane Kiffin. I'm just throwing that out there.
so yeah, I guess we'll rattle through real quick. 1 Indiana, 2 Ohio State, 3 Georgia, 4 Tech, 5 Oregon, 6 Ole Miss, 7 Texas A&M, 8 Oklahoma, 9 Alabama, 10 Miami, 11 Tulane, and 12 JMU. First out was Notre Dame. Second out was BYU. So obviously some pretty interesting turn of events when the committee came to terms with everything. A lot's obviously happened with one specific college, being the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Them being in prior and then being bounced out after both them nor Miami played a game. Obviously, they do what they do to collect data. They signed up for this, whatever. But in the aftermath, Marcus Freeman and the Fighting Irish have said, we are not playing in a bowl game.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, whatever. Like it doesn't matter. It's not a game that matters.
Well, no, but
it feels petty. It does feel petty.
It feels really petty. It feels childish. And what I think the important point is that how many seniors on that team played their last college football game without realizing it? How many freshmen on that team could use another game to showcase their skills or improve?
Well, I mean, he said that it was an agreement that was came upon with the staff and the team.
I see. I don't.
You're not buying what he's selling?
Look, I don't know. I wasn't in the room. I do not believe that there is a college football senior out there genuinely saying, "No, I don't want to play one more game." Like, come on. If it's your last season, you're playing that bowl game.
Rudy,
I don't unless you think you're going to the NFL.
Rudy.
You know what? You're right. Rudy Rudiger would never, ever let the Notre Dame Fighting Irish football team decline a bowl game. You know what he would say? He would go in that locker room and say, "What the hell are we doing? We're the Notre Dame goddamn Fighting Irish, and we are going out there and dominating this bowl game and showing everybody we should have been in the playoffs." But unfortunately, Rudy Rudiger is not on this year's Notre Dame team. So they're bowing out, which I think is petty and childish and not good for the seniors and even some of the freshmen that could use an extra game.
What do you think of Miami getting in over Notre Dame?
I think if it comes down to Miami and Notre Dame, Miami beat Notre Dame, so of course they should get the edge. I also understand, though, the other aspect of it where Notre Dame was ranked ahead of Miami week after week after week, and all of a sudden the week comes where you're picking the college football playoff, and now Miami jumps Notre Dame without even doing anything. I understand the frustration with that. I see it from both sides. I really do, because Miami lost to 2 unranked teams. Notre Dame's 2 losses came to 2 playoff teams by a combined total of 3 points. And I know you don't get anything for almost winning games, but I don't know. It's really. I'm glad I'm not on the committee, because I don't know what I would do in that situation. I mean, you got one team lost to the other, but one team only lost to top 10 ranked opponents. One team lost 2 games to an unranked Louisville team and unranked SMU. And that team made the playoffs. I don't know. I really don't know how I would feel. Besides, I know if I was a Notre Dame fan, I'd be pretty frustrated with the lack of consistency with the college football committee.
Yeah, well, I mean, the committee signs up for it. They sign up for the aftermath, what they're going to get out of it. I mean, I agree. I see it from both sides. I think, and it wasn't just Notre Dame. I mean, I think Duke believed they should have had a shot despite their
No,
record.
no,
I
no, no,
They were sitting and they
no.
were waiting. I think they thought they had a chance.
Had 5 losses.
I'm just saying they won a Power 5 conference. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they should have got in. I'm saying I think they think that they had a shot.
To be honest, at the end of the day, as much as I love the storyline with Tulane and James Madison, they shouldn't be in. It should be Notre Dame and BYU in those last 2 spots.
I love it, dude. I love it. I want to see the
I
Dukes.
know you do, but they're gonna get smoked.
Nah, I want to see the Dukes and the Green Wave go out there, and I want to see them play some football, dude.
Well, I'd love to see Tulane beat Ole Miss because that would be a movie ending, I guess.
The days
if
of
you
Lane
will,
Kiffin.
Yeah, I mean, not that Lane Kiffin's even coaching Ole Miss, but John
Shout out Pete
Summerall
Golden.
walking into Oxford, Mississippi, and defeating Ole Miss. That'd be pretty hilarious.
Well, Ole Miss is favored by 17.5. Oregon is favored by 21.5.
That's what I mean, dude. These are playoff games with 3 possession spreads.
But I also think so. Here's the thing, right? Yes, obviously these are conferences that aren't Power 5. So like, obviously, they're not going to get as much love. This, that, and the other thing. They're not going to have as good a schedule. They're not the teams you usually see. But you also got to think about it from the sense of if they're never going to put these teams in that win conferences that may not be conferences that are notably as good and known to be good and, football program conferences, then what's the point in players going to play for these schools? What's the point of trying to win at these schools? Conferences nowadays, I think, are more so just a scheduling tool. Like, it doesn't even feel like they're like it's more so who are you going to schedule your your non-conference opponents to be? I just think if they're gonna just put in obviously the best ranked teams, which yes, Notre Dame, BYU, they, like we were talking about, they both have completely good arguments as to why they should be in the college football playoff. BYU's 2 losses were to Texas Tech. Both times. Like, they lost to the number 4 team, they didn't get in. They had an argument as well. Like, but if you're not gonna put in conference winners, like, obviously you're gonna put in the big ones. But, like, if you're not going to put in anyone else that wins a conference that may be ranked, but not ranked in the top 12, that may, be in a conference that's pretty mid, but, like, they win it handedly, like JMU. Like, I mean, Tulane even beating North Texas. North Texas had a really good squad, too. Obviously not an Indiana or an Ohio State, but I'm saying, like, what's the point then? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have to.
I just mean, like, I'm looking at, like, James Madison is ranked 24th in the last AP Top 25. I get what you're saying.
But I'm saying you're never going to see them ranked higher. Like, you're never going to see them ranked in the top 15. They're never going to – it's just the way it works. The committee, the ranking, the AP pool, you're never going to see them putting a mid-major, quote-unquote, into – the top 15, top 10. You're just never going to see it happen because you have all these SEC teams.
At this point, they just need to make it March Madness for football. Let all the conference winners in, have your couple of extra at-large bids that go to
64-team college football playoff.
All right, maybe not 64, but
32.
I would
32
say
would be cool.
32. Well, I was going to say 16, but then 16, you're still not probably getting some of those.
I'm saying there's never going to be a good way to do it because the more you have, the worse it gets because, it's just so long.
Honestly, as much as I love the expanded playoff, it worked when it was just 4 teams.
But the same stuff happened. Think about Florida State. Like, the same stuff happened.
That's true. We're never gonna have we're never gonna have it perfect. Honestly, I I I hear what you're saying. That if you don't reward teams for winning conferences, the conferences in general are pointless. I also feel like you can't. It's the way it's set up. It doesn't make sense. Alabama is getting scrutinized, and yes, I'm not disagreeing that they should have dropped. They should have dropped a seed or two. But people are saying that Alabama shouldn't have made the playoffs because they're a 3-loss team. Their third loss was the SEC championship.
Yeah.
How does losing the SEC championship get you knocked out of the playoffs? That's where I feel. And Oklahoma got the best draw. Whether they didn't even have to worry about it. You're almost better off not being in your conference championship if you're in a Power 4 conference. Obviously, the James Madisons, the Tulanes, they need that conference championship to get in. And
Well, there's also the argument that does the conference, like, there's the argument of, like, why, like, there's feeling around why, like, do people say this about conference championship losers when you can look at the ACC this year, and yes, Duke won it. Duke now an 8-5 team, obviously, but Duke won the ACC. They won their conference. And there is
but I think they also.
And then there is another
I'll
ACC team in. Is Miami
Yeah,
better than Duke? Yes, I do believe Miami is better than Duke. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not. Don't think I'm over here saying Duke's better than Miami, but I'm saying Miami got in over their conference's champion. There's always going to be something.
Yeah. I think that whole point comes down to fixing the way they choose what two teams play in the conference championship. Because, I mean, I don't have the.
Or do they move it to
ACC
4? Do they move it to a semifinal and a final?
Honestly, not.
But that's
not
the conference's
craziest
decision,
thing
isn't
ever.
it?
Yeah, not the crazy. Like, I don't know what the ACC goes by as far as tiebreakers go and deciding who's going to make the conference championship. But when you don't have teams playing head to head, like Miami did not play Duke this year, correct? I'm assuming that is correct. Yeah,
I don't know off
Miami
the
did
top
not
of my
play
head.
Duke. Yeah, no, they didn't. But
Did they play Virginia?
they did not. So the reason I say this is you look at the ACC. Virginia was 7-1 in conference play. Of course, they're going to make the ACC championship. Miami and Georgia Tech are 6-2. Pitt, SMU, Duke, all 6-2 as well. I don't have the numbers in front of me what they went based off, whether it's for the tiebreakers, whether it was win loss in. I don't know how they got to that decision.
Yeah, I think it's. I think in
Duke-
football it's like strength of like
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but
strength of schedule.
either
of
way,
conference and then out of conference.
Duke should never get that tiebreaker over a top 10 ranked AP team. Like, why do we have the AP rankings
But
if we're
that's
not
the
going to
thing.
go based?
But you can have the other side of the argument too, where it's that team won the tiebreaker. Like, that team had the tiebreaker. They were all tied at 6-2.
I
Duke.
think, you know what? I think at this point they need to. They might just need to expand and make some more. Like, these conferences have so many teams in them that either I don't know. You know what? We're trying to solve an impossible problem here.
Well, think about it.
I mean,
Okay,
you can make
here's
more
one solution,
conferences.
potential solution. You have the conference championships, and then you have Army Navy week. Obviously, Army Navy's a historic game, but why not make a semifinal and then finals during Army Navy week?
No, I hear what you're
Or
saying.
you just bump
I
everything
think
back a week. Like, I don't know. It's never going to be a solved problem. Like, the problem's never going to be solved, especially when there's money involved and, you have to get a bunch of people to agree. But, yes, I get what you're saying, but I'm also trying to be, like,
You're
I
playing,
don't
you're
know.
devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm
I
playing
get what
devil's
you're saying too.
advocate.
There's a case to be made on every side of this equation
Yeah.
for every team, and I don't know what the solution would be.
Like, do
I
I
do think
personally feel
at this
that Duke
point,
should have thought they had a chance to get into the college football playoff? No. But they won a conference championship with
won a Power Four
they won a
conference.
Power 4 conference championship with a team in it that is now in the college football playoff, and they're not. If you win your conference and you're
Yep.
not getting in, and a team that didn't win your conference gets in, you know what I mean? There's always going to
That's
be an
what I
argument.
mean.
There's always going to be an argument.
I mean, it's almost like you're better off if you are ranked around 8 to 10 or so in the AP, you're better off not playing your conference championship. What you win and what you maybe get jumped up 1 or 2 seeds, or you lose and maybe get bounced out of the playoffs. Like look at Virginia. Virginia would have been better off not even playing the conference championship. They could have made the playoffs. I mean, I guess they were ranked 17th, but besides the point, they could have potentially made the playoffs had they not even played in that championship game.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's
Right?
what I said. That
It's
takes me back to what I said
broken,
before, where
broken.
it's like the conferences. It just feels more so like a scheduling tool. Like it feels like nowadays, like what the grand kind of thing is how tough can you schedule your non-conference schedule? Doesn't
That's
matter
pretty
how
much
you do
all
in
it.
conference. Conference is like, okay,
Well,
these are the
that's
teams you're
the
going to play
thing,
every year.
though. That's the other thing. You say you make a harder schedule, then say you get to the end of the road and you lost a couple games to that difficult non-conference schedule. Now say you got 3 losses, you're not making the playoffs just because this team has 3 losses. They're not a playoff team.
But then you also have to take the risk of scheduling those hard non-conference games if you want a chance at making it. Like think about it. If you're I don't know who won the MAC. You know what I mean? Like let's see. Let's look at it. Like I'm just saying. I don't
The
know.
MAC, is the MAC even a conference in
Okay, here we
football?
go. Here we go. Here's a good one.
No.
Kennesaw State. 10-3, 7-1 in conference. They won their conference championship. You know, they played Indiana at the beginning of the year and they got smoked. But like for them to have a chance to make the college football playoff because they won their conference, for them to try to be able to be compared to JMU or to Tulane, you know, for them to try to want to have a chance, do they have to schedule their beginning of the season against all Power 5 teams? Like
Yeah.
try to
Well,
do
yeah,
that. Power 4 teams.
that's the unfortunate part of it is, yeah, you're right. If you want to be a mid-major team and get high enough in the rankings where say they do it where forget the conference championships, forget the at-large bids, you just go top 12 teams, or if they expand to 16, top 16 teams in the rankings make the playoffs. If you're a mid-major team and you want to be at that rank, you have no choice
Yeah.
but to schedule hard non-conference games. And I also feel like it hurts them by having conference games being later in the season. Like you're more likely to know who you are as a team and be able to compete with these, traditionally better programs if it's later in the season and you've had more time to gel as a team. Kennesaw State goes to Indiana week 2. And I'm not saying that if Kennesaw State went to Indiana week 10, they would have won, but maybe they have
A
more
better
momentum.
performance.
Exactly. It keeps coming back to we are trying to solve an impossible problem. We can talk about it till we're blue in the face, but there is serious issues with the college football playoff format, and they're gonna make changes going into next year. They'll probably make changes going into the year after that. I just think we're gonna see the college football playoff changing every single year until finally everyone just says, you know what, we're done. We're done complaining. It's clearly never going to be perfect. it is what it is. But that's never going to happen. There's always going to be fan bases and schools that get screwed by it.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, what if Kennesaw State only lost to Indiana by like 3? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, that's what it used to come down to. They used to literally look at, let's see, well, Notre Dame only lost to Texas A&M by 1. So that loss, does that really count? I mean, yeah, but
I don't know.
it's an impossible scenario.
It is. But the playoff is set. The playoff is set.
At the end of the day, it's set.
Yeah, the playoff is set. At the end of the day, and we'll see what happens. It's bowl season. A bunch of teams are going bowling, and I can tell you for sure the Syracuse Orange are not one of them.
The Florida Gators are also not one of them.
And neither are the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
But anyway, we can move on because this has been a half an hour of us trying to fix a problem that's unfixable.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. Let me look at my notes here. You know what, Bruce?
We've got 7 minutes left. What are we doing there? There, V-Freds.
We're gonna stick with college football. I am going to randomly name for you. Okay. I'm gonna randomly name for you 8 college football quarterbacks. You don't know who's coming when. You get to keep 3. You got to cut 5. All right?
Okay.
So, starting off. So, college football quarterbacks, Bruce gets to keep 3. He's got to cut 5. Doesn't know who they are. First one up, Carson Beck.
I feel like I know some of the ones that are gonna come. I'm gonna cut Carson Beck.
He's cutting Carson Beck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ty Simpson.
Cut.
Cutting Ty Simpson. Okay. Julian Sayin.
I feel like I gotta keep him. I gotta keep saying.
All right. He's keeping Sayin. Diego Pavia.
He's gonna, and then the next one's gonna be Fernando Mendoza. That I'm gonna be hit with 3 at the end that I have to cut, and I don't know who they are. I know the tactic he's trying to play here, and I love Pavia. But if I mean, I don't know who else would I put over?
You never know. Never know who's gonna get
No,
thrown out there.
Bro, if there's one quarterback, if he hits me with, I'm gonna keep Pavia.
Okay. So, cut Ty Simpson, cut Carson Beck, kept Pavia, and Julian Sayin. Next up, number 5, Arch Manning.
Cut.
He cuts Arch Manning. All right, so you got one more cut, one more keep left. Fernando Mendoza.
Keep. I have to keep him.
So you kept all the Heisman finalists.
Yeah. I feel like you have to. You know what I mean? Like Arch Manning obviously has a shout. I think he, like next year he might be more in the conversation than he was this year. I've never been the biggest fan of Carson Beck personally. I don't know. Ty Simpson had an up and down year.
Honestly, I would say that's on me. I maybe could have done the order a little bit more difficult for you, but the
I knew
8th
what you
and
were
final
doing. I knew what your game plan was all the whole time. Who was the final? Who was the final guy?
Quarterback was going to be Dante Moore.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to cut him. I think he's good, but
I should have started with Fernando Mendoza and then forced you to use your keeps early on. But hey, it's the first time we've done
I knew what you
something
were
like
doing.
that.
I knew what you were doing. See, if you would have hit me with a if you would have hit me with a Steve Angeli.
You're right. You're right. I was looking at the top passing yards leaders and trying to pick quarterbacks off that. If I had picked Steve Angeli, I know you would have.
Oh, I would have kept Steve Angeli. Dude, if he didn't get hurt against Clemson, he would have been a Heisman finalist.
Okay. I mean, that's the first time we've tried something like that.
I got one for you,
fun
Vinny.
ways and the pod. All right, what you got for me?
I got one for you, just real quick. We're gonna go a little long today. Do you have anything after this? I hope not, because we're gonna go a little long.
No, I got some calls to make, but that's about it. I got time.
Calls to make some phone calls.
I got business calls.
I'm gonna give you each NFL team, and you are not allowed to think. You have to. So you have 1 hour to live, and you have to, within 3 seconds, give me a starting wide receiver. Yeah, within 2 seconds. You wanna ask questions? 2 seconds. You have to give me a starting quarterback, starting wide receiver for every team in the NFL after I give the team. Like, I'll give you the team, and then you have 2 seconds.
Oh my god, I'm not good under pressure like that.
I'll give you the team, and then you have 2 seconds. You have 3 seconds. I'll give you the 3 seconds back. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pull up a list of the teams just so I don't get stumbling because we want to go quickie. Are you ready?
Here. Phone down. No cheating here.
As if you're not looking at a computer. But anyway, I'm kidding.
You would see if I was.
Yeah. All right, Denver Broncos.
Pat Bryant.
Your brain goes to Pat Bryant.
Only because I had to start him in fantasy this week.
Is he even a starter?
He's a wide receiver on the team, okay?
No, he is. He's wide receiver 3. I was like, dude, you got Cortland Sutton and Troy Franklin, and you go to Pat Bryant. Anyway.
Putting too much pressure on him. 3 seconds. Then.
I digress. All right. New England Patriots.
Pop Douglas.
LA Rams.
Puka Nacua.
This is going to be really funny that I'm going to have to say this. Pop Douglas is not a starter for the Patriots.
Dude, like...
I'll double check.
He's a wide receiver on the team.
I'll double check the depth chart right now. But
he's a wide receiver on the team, and he played.
I said starter.
It's not like I'm naming a practice squad wide receiver.
All right. Well, we'll give you Pop Douglas.
You're the one who always talks about him like he's a starter. That's why I said Pop Douglas.
He's the man, dude. I don't know what to tell you. He should be a starter.
He's not a starter.
He'd be a starter on any other team that wasn't first in the league.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Green Bay Packers.
Christian Watson.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Keenan Allen.
Buffalo Bills.
Khalil Shakir.
San Francisco 49ers.
Jawan Jennings.
Chicago Bears.
Rome Odunze.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
Houston Texans.
Nico Collins.
Ooh. Detroit Lions.
Jameson Williams.
Indianapolis Colts.
Michael Pittman.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
DK Metcalf.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin.
Carolina Panthers.
Tet McMillan.
Dallas Cowboys.
George Pickens.
Baltimore Ravens.
Zay Flowers.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Rasheed Rice.
Miami Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle. I was just thinking Miami Dolphins in my head, too. You said Chiefs, and I was like, I can't use Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins.
Oh, really?
So that's crazy you went to Dolphins right next. Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
Atlanta Falcons.
Darnell Mooney.
All right. Cincinnati Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
New York Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
Arizona Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison.
Cleveland Browns.
Jerry Jeudy.
New Orleans Saints.
Chris Olave.
Washington Commanders.
Debo Samuel.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Wow. That's the one. That's the one. I can't say Jacoby Myers. That's the one. Brock Bowers. That don't count.
Trey Tucker.
Cool.
No, Trey Tucker. Yeah, it's Trey Tucker, Jack Beck, Tyler Lockett.
That's right. They did pick up Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then I believe the last team. Oh no, there's two more. Tennessee Titans.
There was only two more, dude. All right, Chamari DK.
And the New York Giants.
Malik Neighbors. Damn it. Oh my God, dude. Why did they have to trade Jacoby Myers?
Nearly.
That's actually so
Nearly.
frustrating. That's so frustrating. Before we started, I tried thinking of all the tough teams. I had DK ready to go. I had so many in my head. And I didn't even think of the Raiders. Jack Bent.
Jack Beck.
Jack needs to get no. Oh. Jack needs to get bent.
All right. On that note, unless you got anything else you want to do.
No, that was good. That was good. Gonna have to try something like that again. But you know what? I'm gonna do it with you, but with NBA teams.
Okay.
No, that's not fair. That's not. We'll do that. We'll do that next time.
Okay.
That's an idea. That's an idea for next pod. You got to do the same NBA teams, but I'll let you name any starter on the team. Doesn't have to be a certain position. Just any starter.
Okay.
We'll do that next time. Yeah, I'm giving you some time to study up. You got to.
I think I'd rather have to name another wide receiver on each team than have to do that.
I mean, to be fair, I left you some easy ones. Like I don't know why I kept going to wide receiver 2 on some teams. Like you said, Lions, and I went Jameson Williams before Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't know why that was the first I thought of.
I don't know.
I'm like trying to picture fantasy lineups in my head.
Well, do you have like another 5 minutes?
Yeah, I got 5 minutes.
I'll close my standings. I'll close out of everything.
We can go a little long today.
I mean, if you want.
So you're trying to name another wide receiver?
I'm gonna try and name one that you didn't name from each team.
Okay. But so if how do I want to do this? I want to make sure I'm like not giving you them in order or anything. Okay. What if you name the same player that I named? Are you done?
It's probably because I forgot who you named. Not gonna lie to you, but I mean,
right, so
you make the rules. This is your game show.
No, if that happens, I'll just say take it, and you got a couple seconds to name another one.
Okay.
All right. I see how like the order you went into.
Yeah, I just want league standings.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna do. Aha. Okay. This is good. It's gonna be a little different order now. Okay.
All right.
Baltimore Ravens.
I forgot who you said already.
Zay Flowers.
Oh, Rashad Bateman.
San Francisco 49ers.
Ricky Pearsall.
Florida Gator legend right there. Dallas Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
Detroit Lions.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Buffalo Bills.
You said Shakir. Keon Coleman.
He's not technically a starter. I'm just kidding.
Is he not? Is he not even in the top 3?
Well, I mean, he did get benched for a couple weeks.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
He's actually wide receiver 4.
Oh, okay.
I'll count it. You gave me Pop Douglas. It's Khalil Shakir, Josh Palmer, Gabe Davis.
Yo, shout out Josh Palmer, dude. I love Josh Palmer.
All right, Kansas City Chiefs.
Whoa. Why am I blanking? Tyquan Thornton.
That's a crazy pull. Had Hollywood Brown. Had
Dude, my brain literally.
Tyquan Thornton is definitely not a starter, but I'll give it to you.
Is he? Wait, he's still on the Chiefs, right?
He is still on the team. Yeah, you are right. He's like wide receiver 5, but.
Oh, dude, I don't know. My brain just straight up farted, dude. I was like, okay.
Cleveland Browns.
Cedric Tillman.
Is he still on the team? Yeah. Good pull. Philadelphia Eagles.
AJ Brown.
Miami Dolphins.
Can I say Tyreek Hill?
Like I'll give you like 5 seconds to name another one. Because I don't know. Like I know you gave me Garrett Wilson, but I don't think Garrett Wilson's done for the year, so I don't know if that counts the same.
I'm blanking.
But this is a tough one.
I'm picturing him right now. I can't think of his damn name.
One of them's got 2 last names.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. I can't think of what his name is. Wow. My ball knowledge is terrible.
Wow. Well, you also had to go second. If you don't have Jalen Waddle and I don't give you Tyreek Hill, and this is incredibly difficult.
Is Westbrook Akine on the Dolphins?
Yep. Nick Westbrook-Akine.
Okay. Well, that was
Houston,
a little longer
Texans.
than 5 seconds, but Xavier Xavier Hutchinson. Is that his name?
Yeah. LA Rams.
Devontae Adams.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
You said DK?
Yeah.
Calvin Austin the third.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Emeka Egbuka.
Green Bay Packers.
Romeo Dobbs.
Cincinnati Bengals.
T. Higgins.
Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, brother.
There is one that they traded for. Big name.
Cooper Kupp.
New Orleans Saints.
Who did you say?
Olave.
Oh. Ooh. Who do the Saints have?
They have a former Broncos wide receiver.
Tim Patrick. He's a former Broncos wide receiver that I know is not on the Broncos anymore.
Not Tim Patrick. I'm pretty sure this guy was a former Bronco.
I might have to.
Yeah, he was a Bronco last year.
From the Saints. Wow, who do they have besides Chris Olave? No more Rashid Shaheed.
That's right. Wait, who did they trade Shaheed to?
The Seahawks. He scored a 100-yard kickoff return.
That's right.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can pull it.
Are you giving up?
Oh, I have a guy in my mind. I just can't think of his name. Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, I might have to concede.
Saints wide receiver depth chart: Chris Olave, Devon Vele,
Vele, that's his damn
Mason
name.
Tipton.
Vele.
Mm-hmm. Where would you have gotten Mason Tipton if I said Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
No.
Okay, because I've never heard of Mason Tipton in my life, so I didn't think so. Jacksonville Jaguars,
Jacoby Myers.
Indianapolis Colts,
Josh Downs.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, well,
Trey Tucker.
Denver Broncos.
Jack Beck. What'd you say? Sorry.
Denver Broncos.
Troy Franklin.
Minnesota Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
Chicago Bears.
DJ Moore.
Atlanta Falcons.
Drake London. Because you said Darnell
New York
Mooney, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say Darnell Mooney, and then I was like, oh, wait, he said Darnell Mooney.
I don't know how I forgot Drake London. He's literally on my fantasy team. New York Jets.
Adonai Mitchell.
New York Giants.
Darius Slayton.
Tennessee Titans.
Alec Iomanor.
LA Chargers.
Lad McConkey.
Washington Commanders.
Terry McLaurin.
Arizona Cardinals.
Michael Wilson.
New England Patriots.
Kayshon Boutte.
And last one, Carolina Panthers.
Ooh. Ooh. You said T-Mac.
There's one you definitely know.
Calvin Ridley.
No.
Calvin Ridley plays. I think he's on IR, but he plays for the Titans.
I was going to say, I don't see him on the depth chart.
What? He's on IR.
No, I know. I know that he played for the Panthers, but he's not I don't see him like popping up for IR either.
Or no, he's on the Titans. I'm an idiot.
Oh, yeah, he is on the Titans.
I'm an idiot.
There's one guy with a big accent talking like this.
Xavier Legette.
Yep. South Carolina legend.
Yeah, I did pretty poor, but
Not bad. No, not bad. Well, you had the tougher of the two.
yeah, but like I just couldn't think of Vele's name, and then I couldn't think of Legette. For some reason, I thought my brain got Legette and Adonai Mitchell mixed up in my brain, so I was like when I knew AD Mitchell got traded to the Jets, and I was like, oh, Legette, like he's on the Jets now, whatever. And so my brain got all jumbled, and I was like, yeah, Xavier Legette.
It's hard when you only got a few seconds. It's hard. Your mind starts racing.
The Cowboy.
That was good. Good.
Cowboy. Oh, I'll let you send us off today there, fella.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This has been your Tuesday edition of the Regular Fan Show with Bruce Juno and Vinny Fredericks. We'll be back at it next Tuesday at 11 a.m. to break down the week in
Oh, yeah, well, we won't be
football.
here Thursday and Friday because I'll be at Holiday Hoopsgiving.
Yes, Bruce is going vlogging to Holiday Hoopsgiving, so wish him safe travels down to Athens, Georgia. I'm assuming it's in Athens. I don't know, somewhere in Georgia.
It's in Atlanta.
I don't know why Athens was the first. Atlanta would be the first city.
Well, I'm going to Augusta, but then we're driving to Atlanta.
Well, either way, wish Bruce safe travels. We'll see you guys next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Check out the socials check out the podcast socials at The Regular Fan Show, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all that great stuff. Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, obviously you know that. But check out the Locker Room as well at Locker Room SM. SM standing for sports media on all those same social platforms. We'll be keeping content pumping on that account every single day, keeping you guys up to date with the latest in the sports world. And in case you're in need of a pick me up, I know I yesterday was working all day long, got up at 6:30, didn't get home till 7:30, 8. I needed some energy. What did I do? I went to w.gg, looked at the energy powders. They got insane amount of flavors. Any flavor you can imagine, they got it. They got one for you, and you can save 10% on your energy powder with code RFS. None of that artificial crap. It's caffeine made out of fruit extract. Great stuff. Check out w.gg and again, use code RFS to save 10% at checkout. For Bruce Juno, Vinny Fredericks, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.
Later, everybody.